Hi everyone, welcome to my next video review. This is on the Space Rangers, like the entire team. I'm going to do it in two parts. This is just going to be the Space Rangers and showing you guys the Astro Megazord that it forms. The next video review is going to be of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I don't want to put them all in one review and then, it will be a lot more cleaner to do different reviews. I'm not going to cover articulation because I've already covered that in so many previous reviews. So you can check that out if you're curious of the articulation, because the articulation is exactly the same. The females, they all have the same articulation as all the other females, and the males, they share the same articulation. So I have all the Space Rangers together. I didn't do any extravagant pose. I just did a standard pose. As you can tell, the males, they look pretty good, but the females, they kind of look deformed, especially around the leg, and also especially the legs. And it's hard to put them in like a proper pose because of how they were posed in the actual packaging. Because of that, their legs kind of got bent to a certain side. But let me show you guys a close-up of each of the new figures. So this is the Pink Ranger. So this is what she looks like. One thing I noticed about the Pink Ranger that I'm not too fond about is because I've collected different variations of the Space Ranger figures, I was able to notice this, but if you're just a general collector of these figures, you really won't notice. It's the half circle. It's not circular enough that it kind of, her helmet kind of looks off to me. But it's because I've collected so many different space figures. That's what I've noticed. Overall, the detail, no problems with the detail. They got the detail spot on. But the only real problem I have is these legs here. I can't seem to get them in a proper pose without making the figure look like it's deformed. Right now, that's the best that I can usually get them to stand. Yeah, that sucks. The hands, no complaints there. The hands are pretty much the same. You can when this is the back of the figure here. Yeah, even standing, most of the time it doesn't even stand properly, so you have to play around with the feet to get it to stand. So all of the Space Rangers, they come with this holster right here. One thing I do appreciate is that they took their time to mold the correct holsters and then get lazy by giving all the Rangers the same. What I mean is by all the Power Rangers, like Mighty Morphin, all the same holster, because they were kind of different. You have a nice Astro Blaster right there. That's the Pink Ranger. So here's the Black Ranger. As far as articulation goes, and posing these male figures, I have no problem. They stand really well. And the figure looks really good too while they're standing because they have strong feet. But it's not the same, unfortunately, for the females. Bandai really needs to get a clue and stop doing that. I hope for Zeo, because I know Zeo and Dino Thunder is next for the figures, that they stop these awkward poses, because it's damaging the figure, especially for the females. Oh, I accidentally got yellow. I forgot it was blue that was released after. This is the Blue Ranger. I do plan on getting a new Blue Ranger after I just got him for now, because these figures are hard to come by, but when they're readily available, I do plan to get them. Because, let me show you a close-up. There's a bad paint job. It's right here, if you can tell, a little bit of the black has come onto the white right here, and also the side of his helmet, it doesn't look like it's properly done. Like, as I'm waiting for these figures to hit again, I'm gonna see if I can get a new blue. So yeah, so those are the remaining 3 Space Rangers. Let me actually put this on. As a team, they look decent. What disappoints me is that they don't have that wow factor. Like when I got a long time ago, when I got all 5 or all 6 of the Light Star Space Rangers, I remember I always were like taken back by them. Even like in adulthood, like right now, when I see all 5 of the 5 inches, I'm taken back by them. These figures, I thought like they would have an impressive effect on me because they have the new molds and they look more human versus the figures we got back then. But because of the horrid packaging of them and the deformed legs, unfortunately I don't have that same like feeling. Yeah, so that's basically it for these figures. I have the Astro Megazord right here. Let me show it to you guys. Now that I really love. It looks really nice. I used to have a smaller 5-inch figure of this from '98 as a little kid. Or sorry, no, I wasn't a kid, I was a teenager, but I eventually lost it. I was like 12 or 13. I regretted it since, but this actually is perfect replacement for it, and this is what it looks like. I don't even know if the back even has details on the actual Megazord, but I'm pleased with what we got. It's nice and sturdy. Articulation wise, yeah, you can like, that's the most you can go for articulation. So if you want to move it up front, this is the most it will go. You can't go up front any further, but if you want to put it backwards, yes, it just came off. So it has a little bit of articulation, and this is the hands. So it would have been nice if we got the saber or the little blaster that the Astro Megazord used. So that's basically it, like for articulation. That's the Astro Megazord. So that's my review. Like I expressed in the previous review, just please be patient. I know you guys will eventually find these like I did. One thing too, don't have your expectations too high. Me being a die-hard Power Rangers in Space fan, a kid who's actually, or a teenager that watched Space religiously and are huge about Power Rangers in Space, I wasn't impressed by them at all. Like, they could have done so much better. Yeah, so please do not put your expectations that high. Yeah, so that's my review, and if you guys have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this in any other of my previous reviews, I can't remember, but I am working on a Power Rangers in Space display, and it's maybe not even a quarter done, so maybe tomorrow I might like get on it, but yeah. Because I have all 6 morphers plus the battleizer, I have a plan to make this grand display for Power Rangers in Space, and I can't wait to show you guys. And also, just another note, because I've had people message me and so forth, nothing in my videos are for sale, and any videos you guys have seen before 2010, I don't own most of that merchandise because, as you guys know, I foolishly like sold all of them. I do regret it now, but nothing is for sale. Like, I can't stress that enough. And also, if you guys live in Canada, there's currently a 25% off all Ninja Steel and Power Rangers movie merchandise. So if you guys haven't gotten any of your Ninja Steel stuff or your merchandise from the movie, I would say go for it now because you'll get it for a really good price. So that's basically it for my review. Any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. And as always, thank you so much for subscribing, commenting, liking my videos because it really helps with the process. Thank you and have a wonderful day.